This is our natural state I'm describing. It's nothing different from what you are already at this moment and have already been always. It's nothing that you have to gain anew. It's nothing that you have to learn. It's nothing you have to study. It is what you are. And so it's by stopping the movement of trying to get something or somewhere. It is by abiding here and now in the unmoving self, the unthinking intelligence, the all-knowing heart, that there is immediate and instant liberation. It cannot be in the future because there is no future. If there is still a future, if you're in Chronos time, then you're in the very illusion that must be overcome through the silencing of the mind, because time is an artifact of thought. The whole world is just made of your own consciousness. There is nothing outside of yourself. And it is that recognition that this is your dream and you are the dreamer of it, not a victim of it, not a creature, not some bystander who found themselves by accident in some strange world. No, none of that. You are dreaming and creating and affecting the transformation of your own consciousness and of the world, that is you writ large, in every moment. And the world responds absolutely perfectly to every vibrational frequency that emerges from your heart. If love emerges, love will return. If fear emerges, something to be afraid of will return. If joy emanates, the joy will be shared. And so the solution to the problems of life is very, very simple. Live in that state of blissful love that is your true nature and never leave it. Never forget who you are. Nothing more. There is no secret. But in that love, all the secrets of the Supreme Intelligence will be given in order to be able to use that creative power of the intelligence that brought this universe into being in order to resolve the issues of suffering for our entire planet, which is in need of the repair and restoration of the web of life that humans have destroyed in their egoic irreverence for life. And so it is our own karmic salvation from the consequences of malfeasance in this and prior lifetimes that must now be compensated by living in unconditional and absolute love, so that the planetary heart can be restored to wholeness, and the goddess Gaia can be done with all of her volcanic vomiting out of the residues of human hatred, and can restore the world to a kingdom of heaven. Because that is what we all wish to dream into being, and cannot do so so long as there is any poison left in our own hearts. So I hope this will be a retreat in which we feel that love within, and we abide in the silence and the healing power of that love until all residues of trauma, of pain, of suffering, of anger, of fear, of whatever negative feeling states have become standing waves, shock waves within the body as symptoms of suffering, as illness, or mental and emotional symptoms of instability, depression, anxiety, whatever, all of those psychopathologies are healed simply through the installation of love as the nature of our being, fully awakened and emergent. Love for the body that enables the cells of the body to get the message to live, to thrive, to flourish, to be healthy. All healing is spiritual because all dis-ease is psychosomatic. And so the healing of all problems, all suffering, whether physical, mental, or social, political, cosmic, planetary, geophysical, whatever, they all respond to love. But there must be a strong enough and consistent enough energy field of love that has no conditionality, that emanates as a hyperdimensional sphere that reaches to infinity, that enables all that is contained in that field of love to be healed. And this is the function of the human soul at the end of the age, to enable the restoration of the world and a new kalpa, a new cycle of time to begin. We are at that point of the singularity, the alpha and the omega as a single point, and we must pass through the portal of this point that is the ultimate test of the purity of every soul. And it's only the union with God that enables us to pass this test. So I'm sure that this information is not new to anyone, and I'm sure that you have come here in order to bring it from a conceptual and symbolic representational field into the field of actuality. To realize this by fully embodying love, divine love, by fully embodying, emanating, and enacting love as grace, as goodness, as joy, as the recognition of beauty, of that beauty of the formless self that is eternal and uplifting, and the power of healing that comes with the unity of truth and love as a single whole. This retreat is not about words, although there will be teachings to help conceptualize and go beyond whatever doubts and resistances there might be, to use the power of reason in order to create coherence in the mind that eliminates the obstructions of resistant fragments of the ego that are still terrified of love. But it is love itself that is the goal and the means, because it is the truth of who you are, who we are as a single whole. And so may we move beyond the differences from which we have come, from different cultures, and different premises and different genders and ages and all of the different categories that the mind will use to separate itself from the other and see the sameness, the oneness, the zero-ness within all, so that there will be no barriers to love in this energy field of this retreat. And all will be able to receive the love in its fullness and its total power, and to share it and to experience the bliss that comes when we bathe fully to the point of complete saturation and absorption in that supreme energy of God's love.